Welcome back to Chapter 23, Part 5. We're talking about social work practice and the American Indian population. These videos in this chapter here, I'm deliberately making shorter just so that they can be processed quicker in terms of being able to be posted up. And that's why there's more than what there normally is. A couple other things I want to touch on. American Indian women. The history of American Indian women was one of great respect within the tribal communities. And they had a place of honor, a place of respect, and had decision-making ability within the tribes over leadership, over land, over children, over marital status and resources, and played a very prominent role in the governance of the tribal communities. There were still distinct roles in terms of male and female, but the indigenous American Indian woman played a very significant role within the leadership of the community. That's something over time that has really been worn down as much has gone on. But that's the traditional role. And unfortunately, due to a lot of factors now, American Indian women as a whole are some of the women who are under the most attack in this country. And by attack, I mean being subject to violence, being subject to stalking. American Indian women have the highest rate of sexual assault and domestic violence of a population of women in the United States. About 2.5 times they're more likely to be sexually assaulted, and about 2 times more likely to be stalked. So for some time now there has been a real overall assault on the American Indian women, and this is something that is causing great concern overall in the tribal communities, and many different programs have been initiated to begin to try to address this very serious problem. The American Indian women themselves have become very active in addressing the issues of sexual assault and of stalking, and are some of the people who are leading the effort to bring about change in this area. Substance abuse and alcoholism obviously has played a significant role in the violence within the American Indian community and has added into that. Now, just a little bit about children. Children, as in most populations, have a high value within the community. And it's no different with the American Indian population. There are some differences, especially in the approach to parenting. It is very much traditional that while, of course, every child has biological parents, but they receive parenting on a much broader scale than just mother and father. Very significant parental involvement and influences from aunts and uncles that are directly related by blood, and from aunts and uncles who are aunts and uncles nonetheless, but not directly related by blood. Grandparenting, a lot of parenting of children, of grandchildren by parents, and it's very much kind of a communal approach where there's a responsibility that is shared across the community for the raising of the children. And that's the traditional way and traditional approach. Again, it differs from kind of the European, the mother-father kind of centered, these are my children, and I'm the one who's strictly in charge of them. It's a different approach than that. As with a lot of children, the number one cause of safety concerns is unintentional injuries, which it is across populations in terms of cause of death of young children. So as with any population, there are definitely concerns. One of the concerns unique with the American Indian population is that their children would be able to rediscover their roots in terms of their religion and in terms of their language, all aspects of their culture. And there is a real kind of renewal and renaissance of American Indian culture. Many young people are being drawn back and attracted to that and rediscovering that for themselves. Okay, this is part 5.